Hello, I'm Mike Gordon. Welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. And we are having just completed Gold and Silver and acquired a ton of traits. I decided to open up this episode by reading the newest Pokedex entries. It lives in groups in the treetops. If it loses sight of its group, it becomes infuriated by its loneliness. It will beat up anyone who makes it mad, even if it has to chase them until the end of the world. And for Golem, its rock-like body is so durable, even high-powered dynamite blasts fail to scratch its rugged hide. And the legendaries. Legendary bird Pokemon. As it flies through the sky, it cools the air, causing snow to fall. Legendary bird Pokemon. It is said to migrate from the south along with the spring. And finally, Mewtwo. Set to rest quietly in an undiscovered cave, this Pokemon was created solely for battling. Now for the Johto Pokemon. It stores lots of air in its soft fur, allowing it to stay cool in summer and warm in winter. Because of its rubbery, electricity-resistant skin, it can store lots of electricity in its fur. When it gets dark, the light from its bright, shiny tail can be seen from far away on the ocean's surface. When it expands its throat to croak out a tune, nearby Poliwag and Poliwhirl gather immediately. Every time it yawns, Shellder injects more poison into it. The poison makes it more intelligent. Alright, now for Girafarig. When it is in danger, its tail uses some sort of mysterious powers to drive away the enemy. And for Steelix and Scizor, the many small metal particles that cover this Pokemon's body reflect bright light well. This Pokemon's pincers, which contain steel, can crush any hard object it gets a hold of into bits. Now for the Remoraid line. To escape from an attacker, it may shoot water out of its mouth, then use that force to swim backwards. Its instinct is to bury itself in holes. It often steals the nesting holes of others to sleep in them. Finally, and now we have Kingdra. It stores energy by sleeping at underwater depths at which no other life forms can survive. Finally, Porygon 2. This man-made Pokemon evolved from the latest technology and may have unprogrammed reactions. And that's it for now. And I swapped out Tyranitar for Ho-Oh here so I could deal with the Ruins of Alph to the fullest. But before we take on the Ruins of Alph, there's a reason why I left off the previous episode right here in Blackthorn City. Because by going in here, we could check up on a Tuesday. We can actually check up on our rival. This is applicable in Gold and Silver as well. However, because Gold Silver I generally try to skip all the dialogue, unless it's unique. Crystal will be the only one who will meet Silver down here at the Dragon's Den, and I keep getting to random battles. What? Chris? No, I won't battle you now. My Pokemon aren't ready to beat you. I can't push them too hard now. I have to be disciplined to become the greatest Pokemon trainer. I'm gonna stay out of my way. So we're gonna dig on out of here. That's all I wanted to show off. And now we are gonna fly down to Azalea Town. Now, even though we've completely maxed out all our Pokeballs and completed the Celebi and gotten the event Celebi, I am gonna head down here to Reunion Cave. And I want to access the Route 33 entrance because I can actually get to all the other Ruins of Alph, all the Alph ruins, relatively quickly by doing this. Calm, you surf. And I'm gonna just keep on running to different letters of the unknown until I, So, unlike in Gold Silver, the Ruins of Alph Crystal adds quite a number of things in the Ruins of Alph. So, if you have Ho-Oh in your party, an entrance to the back opens up. The letters read Ho-Oh, see? So having Ho-Oh in your party automatically opens up this room. There's the gold berry, and there are some treasures in here, like the gold berry, mystery berry, charcoal, and revival herb. Yeah, down here. We humans must learn to walk in harmony with them. We depart for their sakes. Okay, so with all that, we are gonna. I was just counting how many items are left in my inventory. Go dig here, so then we can then complete the Ho-Oh puzzle. And unlike in Gold and Silver, I can technically try solving these in my own pace. So we just move it, and I was just following the what the instructions told me. So little I know that the instructions had the four bottom middle pieces backwards. It's supposed to be this way, because I'm trying to create little feet here, which is what throws me and a lot of people off all the time. So now we are gonna dig, so it can pop up right outside Ho-Oh's chamber, and we can make our way to Ammonite's chamber. And we need the HM for strength to access that. And of course we get to yet another arena encounter that we don't need to run into. Alright. And by having a water stone in our inventory, see, I'm going to it says water, which means you need to have a water stone in your inventory in order to open this room, which is why I duped the extra water stone previously. Now I no longer have any use for it. Yeah, I technically could sell it, but I will need to make room in my inventory later on anyways. So, star piece and stardust, which are items we intend on selling. They possess great insight and refuse outside world. The outside world. Refuse the outside world. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use an escape rope here. And now we need to solve Ammonite's puzzle. And now... And this time made doubly sure that the instructions were 100% accurate here. Though Ammonite can be a little tricky due to a lot of the middle pieces technically being able to fit anywhere. But it becomes increasingly more clear, and I was able to solve this puzzle relatively easily. So every time you've solved one of these puzzles, a select group of letters that make up the Pokemon Unown will appear down here. I want to make all 26 letters available right off the gate before I start capturing them. Alright, wait, what does it say? Flash. Oh no, light. Which means we need to use the move Flash. Which Togetic knows. And now we are going to add Goldberry, Moonstone, Energy Root, and what's the last item? Shit. We ran out of inventory space. Alright, this is a quick and easy fix. Just find something that I can give to Togetic for the time being. HP up. And here's heal powder. Thus, we shall erect a Pokemon statue outside. Alright, now going to use Dig. If we drop down the hole some more, we will turn up in the chamber where all the Unown will pop out. And this is the Aerodactyl puzzle. A little bit more not as complicated as Ho-Oh or Ammonite, but quite a bit more complicated than the first puzzle, which we will be doing last because that's all sequential. Alright, it all works out in the end. We just have one more puzzle room and one more condition. And let's just say there's a reason I used one of my escape ropes. But before we access this chamber, I'm gonna fly down to Violet City. Wait a minute, let's drop off some of my ex's junk into the PC box. I also want to try to... I'll worry about the Pokemon later. And of course I want to remove the HP up from Togetic so I could drop that off of the PC as well. Alright, everything else I can try selling. And these back chambers are not available in Gold or Silver. Those were newly added. Wait, let's sell some of the treasures that we picked up in the back room. Star Piece sells for a pretty penny. And Stardust, not as much, but decent enough. Oh. Now for the final chamber. Ooh, there's a scientist here. Recently, strange cryptic patterns have appeared. It's odd, they weren't here a little while ago. You should take a look at the walls. So I was reading this a little quickly, but it says escape. And now we need to use our final escape rope to leave the chamber and then re-enter. Let's see what the scientist has to say. Wait, never mind. We'll just worry about that later. I pick up the berry, poison cure berry, energy powder, and finally, heal powder. Now, a lot of these healing items are items that reduce happiness when used. Our words shall remain here for the ages. Alright, now we dig on out of here. And solve the final puzzle. Well, let's talk to this guy now. It's big enough to go through. Ah, here's another huge hole. It's big enough to go through. Alright, and this is so easy I did not need to read the instructions. Well, I was a little confused about where the eyes might go at first. I was pretty certain about that this was ultimately the correct answer. Yes, I do think Abu's eyes are a little spread out. And now... we have completed the final unknown puzzle, which means we can get going with capturing Pokemon. But not yet. Well, actually, I will catch our first letter, which is A. And right on cue, the letter A is the first letter of the unknown that we get to run into and catch. Master Ball, go. One, two, three. I caught Unown, cause I am so great! Because different types of Unown exist, it is said that they must have a variety of abilities. Specifically, Unown only knows Hidden Power, which determines typing based on its personality values. Personality values also affect what letter it can that you can run into. And I actually entered this lab thinking, oh, I could get the Unown Dex right now. But no, it turns out the Unown Dex must be obtained by capturing at least 3 letters of the Unown first. And before we continue on with capturing Pokemon, I want to try to get all of these Pokemon, all the remaining letters in one go. So I'm gonna fly down to Violet City to clear out our party and our box, in our Pokemon box. Then we can get going with capturing Unown, letters of the Unown. Yep, moving Unown to number 201, to the top of 201 to 220. I'm actually moving my entire party Pokemon as well as my reserves to the bottom of 241 to 51. As I have space down there for these Pokemon. And I need all the space in my party and in the reserve box in order to complete the Unown Dex. So, yep. We now have 25 more letters of the Unown left to catch. We have 5 empty spaces in our party, and we have 20 empty spaces in our PC box. First letter is the letter B. And yes, I will be capturing these Pokemon in alphabetical order because it will make things way easier to keep track. I caught letter B because I'm so great. And that's it. And now for another quick sweet scent. And I only keep Meganium in my party, so I could manipulate the letters in alphabetical order like this. So here's letter C. And yeah, it's all in alphabetical order. And I'm gonna go sweet scent this Pokemon. D. Alright, D. Some of the letters are pretty obvious on what they are, others not so much. This is definitely one of the more obvious ones. Alright, that's letter D in the books. And this took a really long time to manipulate, but I eventually hit letter E. A number of these letters will take a really long time to run into because it's up to the game to decide, okay, you can run into this letter sooner rather than later and other letters sooner rather than later. Letter A I ran into on the very first frame, for example, whereas letter E and a few others may take over 100 frames to find. Here's letter F. And there it is. Cause I'm so great, I cut letter F. And another manip. A bit while meant to find, but here is letter G. And yes, I trust me when I say that this is supposed to be the letter G. Most Pokemon games, to the best of my knowledge, don't have unknown dexes. So, Crystal is the very first game to actually include an unknown dex. Not even Gold and Silver have them. At least not to my knowledge. H. And by the way, if it does turn out that Gold and Silver do have an unknown dex, I'll show it off in a later. I'll show them off in like an updated episode or something. Alright. So, letter I. Took a bit of a while to find, but here it is. Letter I. And it's always the most obvious ones that take forever to find. When you're trying to mid up the Sweet Scent RNG. Don't know why. And letter J is next. Alright, this one's pretty obvious. I mean, I got that letter of the unknown from when I got the Pokemon 3 the movie on VHS. It was a promo card that came inside. I also got the promo Entei from seeing the movie in theaters. I think I still have that somewhere. Okay. Another fairly obvious one. Got another letter L, cause I'm so great. Yeah, this is so freaking boring. I'm just capturing one Pokemon over and over and over again to try to complete the unknown dex. Turns out I only need 3 letters to unlock the unknown dex itself. But I didn't know that, and I was on a hot streak. Alright, here's letter M. And there we go, M. And next up is letter N. And this took a really, really long time to find. You know, you can't just make the whatever letters you want to appear. You gotta literally find the RNG seed on which it will appear. 3. I got letter M, cause I am so great! Now, wait, no, that was N. Now it's O. And I ran into quite a number of these when searching for letters D and H. Oh. You know, that's letter O in the books. P is next. And there we go. P. Master Ball, go. Alright, there's 10 more letters of the alphabet, and then we're done. 10 more letters. Sweet Sun again. And here's Q, which kinda looks like a little key. And there is Sora right here for us. Yeah, these last couple episodes are so freaking boring. They're so boring. I have to do this because this is a perfect playthrough. Letter R. Alright, we got letter R. Now for the letter S. Give me an S now. And letter S. Alright, there it is, letter S. And Sweet Sun again. Kitschy letter T. Man, I'm so tired. I just finished an upload of a live stream of Summer Sega, and I did not get a lot of sleep. So we caught letter T. Or is that U? Actually, I think it was U. No, here's U. This is U. Master Ball, go. Five more letters to go, and we will be done with this place. And now for V. Here's V. This one's not super obvious, but it's V. It's definitely V. And there's W. Here's the W. Alright, 1, 2, 3. We got W, 'cause I'm so great. Alright, and there is 3 more letters. Next up is X. Right here. Master Ball, go. Next up is letter Y. And there you are. That's a really quick one. Thank God. So after this, we just have one more letter of the alphabet. What could possibly go wrong? Well, spoiler alert, not only did I not find Z quickly enough, but I wind up finding something else in the next frame. But something else? Yup. Just when we were about to wrap this up, we run into... Well, I'll let it speak for itself. A shiny unknown, letter V, and worth knowing is that only a select number of letters can ever be shiny. And V happens to be one of them. If only I could have ran into this letter earlier, instead at the very end of my capture session. Because now I have to empty out my party slots to empty out my PCs to make room for Z. Z, Z, doesn't matter. Oh, and there's a scientist. That's a Pokedex, isn't it? May I see it? There are so many kind of Pokemon. What is this? What is this Pokemon? Looks like the strange writing on the walls of the ruins. If those drawings are really Pokemon, there should be many more. I know, let me upgrade your Pokedex. Follow me. Alright. Done. I modified your Pokedex. I added an optional Pokedex to store unknown data. It records them in the sequence that they were caught. Chris's Pokedex was upgraded. The unknown you catch will all be recorded. Check to see how many kinds exist. Alright, and so far... To access the unknown dex, press select and hit unknown mode. Angry. Bear. Chase. Direct. Engage. Find. Give. Help. Increase. Join. Keep. Laugh. Make. Nuzzle. Observe. Perform. Quicken. Reassure. Search. Tell. Undo. Vanish. Want. XXX. Yield. I don't have Z. So now we naturally need to head back to... We can't fly back, or fly or teleport back to the Pokemon Center. So we gotta bike our way back to Violet City. And release the normal V and replace it with the shiny, its shiny variant. Me and Crystal has all the shinies. Though and Silver only has 2. Red Gyarados, 3 technically. Red Gyarados, Paris, Parasect, and Parasect. And Gold only has the Red Gyarados. So I'm moving V... Wrong place. I need to put V below W. So now we have one last spot in our PC for our unknown. And typically I don't keep the letters of the unknown after I'm done capturing them all. I release all but one of them, and in this case, it's usually the one I caught, the first one I caught. But this time it's gonna be the shiny. And relatively quickly, Z. Alright, let's go catch me some Z. Catch me Z. ZZ doesn't matter. Alright, we've completed the unknown decks. And Bill will call us to let us know that our PC is full again. I kinda wish that Z was the shiny Pokemon, the shiny I was looking for. Or that the shiny came earlier. But what does Z stand for? Well, it stands for Zoom. So now we are 100% done with the Ruins of Alph. We just need to talk to the NPC that updated our You caught all the unknown variations? That's a great achievement. I set the prayer here for healing unknown. Feel free to use it any time. I went through that text dialogue really fast, so I need to get used to taking my time with reading text. Since it's been so long since I last slowed down and read what the NPCs had to say. So now all that's taken care of, I'm gonna release all the unknown back into the wild. Except for Shiny V. The Shiny V that I caught. What the fuck? So I have to release all the Pokemon except for the Shiny. Gotta watch out for the Shiny and don't release that. Don't want to release V. And I will be releasing everything else, including the letter A that I moved into the PC. Moved into the, to the 201 to 220 spot. Again, I normally hold on to the unknown I first caught, because I typically don't catch shiny Pokemon, and I want to have as many different shinies as possible. I could, at the very least, make a concentrated effort at maximizing my odds of nabbing a shiny. How do you do that? Well, there is a trick you find online. You trade a red Gyarados from Gold, Silver, Crystal version over to Gen 1. Have it with the only move it knows be Mimic. That requires trade it to Gen 1, teach it the TM for Mimic, trade it back, delete all other moves, and then trade it back to Gen 1. Have it get to a random encounter against a Ditto, where you use Mimic. Where you spam Mimic until you learn Transform off of it. And the Ditto also the Ditto transforms into you with Mimic available. And it's a mess, I know. So I'm restoring my old party back into my main team. However, that Chansey I got my PC, I will have to continue holding on to it, because I'm not quite ready to trade it over on Route 14. So Chansey gets moved into the reserves. And there's not that many more Pokemon left. There's one more in-game trade, 2 more evolutions, and 3 more captures. So, before we wrap things up, I want to head down and collect as many phone numbers as possible. Which I believe is 7. Gotta talk to Picnic or Liz here. Oh, So, and I actually do like that all the trainers actually have unique dialogue this time around. Instead of saying, wow, you're pretty tough. Can I get your phone number? I'll call you for a rematch. Or I'll call you if anything comes up. So that's Fisher Ralph. And I want to heal at this Pokemon Center now in order to turn this into a spawn point. Alright, and now we get to fly down to Violet City and pick up the phone numbers from Bugcatcher Wade and Youngster Joey. Alright, and I'm gonna go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use cut here and make our way to Youngster Joey. That's how Youngster Joey. Here you are. No, I'm sticking with this one no matter what. Listen, can I get your phone number? I'll ring you up for some battles. I'm a rookie too, so I think I'd be a good motivator. Again, there are way more trainers that we will need to rematch. Way more battles for us to rematch because Gold, Silver, every trainer has 3 teams. All 28 trainers have 3 teams each. And the teams they have will depend on the checkpoint you have. I forgot Bugcatcher Wade and almost forgot him again. Go to your box automatically. You're awesome, I like you. I look for Pokemon here every day. When I'm in the grass, I find all kinds of berries. If you'd like, I'll share some. Can I get your phone number? And I'm registering Wade's number. You'll hear from me as soon as I find anything that you might like. And I'm gonna fly out of Azalea Town to talk to Hiker Anthony, and I actually consider picking up his number at the very beginning of the episode, when I first came by here. I could call you when I see some rare Pokemon. Feel like swapping phone numbers? Now, if you already got their numbers, they will have greatly abbreviated dialogue. Be patient, I'll find some rare Pokemon for you. And I don't need to worry about their rare encounters. The 3 remaining Pokemon we need to catch are all at the very end of the game. Maybe I should take one to a care, or may use some here. From here I can depart. They have bargain sales up on the rooftop every so often. Can I get your phone number? I'll call you when they have a sale. So Camper Todd's gotta be pretty good to have as a phone number because that gives us discounts. Heavy discount stores. And of course we ran into an encounter when we were basically done with the episode. Go away safely. I'll find an item, you can have it. Want to give me your number, and she'll give you leaf stones, and I don't need any leaf stones. So now we have finished everything up. We will be flying down to our mom's, where we will begin our Pokegear side quest, where we battle every team from every trainer, from all 28 trainers all across the land. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gorin, sign out.